U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Minnesota Vikings taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. On first down, Staff under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Off play action, Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
Oh, really? Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The numbers for Mooney in last week's ball game. 5 catches, 108 yards. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
From the 41, Fields. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Out of the gun, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
And he's brought down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 17 carries, 51 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Complete to Newsom. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Cohen.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Fields on 1st down. Open man is Newsom. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Room here to run. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw is Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarter.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he completes it to Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fields. And pass taken in by Newsom. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. To the air again, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Des Newsom. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st down at Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Stafford on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Hey, Charles, you give me a water?
Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty dumb.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to under pressure. They got him again. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive
rush coming, and he's taken down. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, a run with Cohen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Smith with a 1st down and more as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the 50, Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Stafford. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dez Newsome, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Being chased out left.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Fields now to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Stafford. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. 2nd down and goal. Stafford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Cohen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Chicago, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.